Salutations, people of the internet. Welcome to the database. Recently, Nintendo just released a demo version of one of their upcoming titles of spring 2022 on the Nintendo Switch eShop, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I managed to play through the entire demo and managed to capture as much footage as possible for the game to give you my quick thoughts on what I think of the game so far before it officially releases 3 weeks from now. Also, yes, I did saw the trailers building up to the release of the game, so I'll be giving my brief thoughts on those as well. Hopefully this video won't take too long, it'll give you an idea on how videos like these would turn out on this channel. Brief thoughts on newer game releases so that I can focus on other projects I have in the works. Kirby and the Forgotten Land is considered by many as the first ever mainline Kirby game taking place in 3D. Kirby's first ever 3D platformer, not just on the Nintendo Switch, but overall. I know there's another Kirby game on Nintendo 3DS that also takes the concept of putting Kirby into a 3D environment called Kirby's Blow Up Blast, but that's just a spin-off game based on a sub-game found in Kirby Planet Robobot back in 2016. I could also go over the fact there was a cancelled 3D Kirby game that was in development for Nintendo GameCube, but that would later turn out to be Kirby's Return to Dreamland on the Wii in 2011. But that's another can of worms for another time. This is the next mainline Kirby game, and it looks so good and so amazing for a visual standpoint. The demo featured what looks like the first area of the game, the Grassland stage. It has a mix of a post-apocalyptic buildings, along with flourished grasses. It looks cute and amazing, much like in the Kirby's art style. We'll start off at the first stage of the game, and this is where we get accustomed to controlling Kirby into a 3D environment. Having to control Kirby in a 3D space feels so satisfying, but I can't help that Kirby's inflating cover feels kind of heavy than I last remembered. This is probably due to developers not wanting you to, create shortcuts to cheat the stage. He has all his classic movesets as usual, from inflating float to his block and slide, to copying other enemy abilities, and now introducing a new feature in this game, mouthful mode. Want a way to make Kirby look even more adorable? How about he sucks onto large objects like a car, a vending machine, or a traffic cone, or as seen in the movie trailer post-demo game, a roller coaster vehicle. Yeah, one stage in and these feel like situational abilities used in certain areas. Wanna speed past obstacles and terrain? Kirby. Yeah, I seen the memes. See a crack on the ground? Kirby. This is probably going to be the case for most mouthful abilities going forward. The demo is 3 stages long, 2 stages and a boss fight, so it only takes like an hour or 2 to breeze through. The demo even dives briefly into the story of the game, where Kirby and all of Popstar get sucked into a new world and you save a blue chinchilla-like creature and a bunch of wallabies from these adorable wolves. I wanna hug them. And that's what I described the next stage and other stages in the main game, if it is true. In these platforming stages, you have a list of missions to complete if you want to rescue all of the captured Waddle Dees in the game. This ranges from simply completing the stage to finding 3 hidden Waddle Dees by looking around every nook and cranny throughout the stage. As seen in the game's trailers, the more Waddle Dees rescued, the livelier your Waddle Dee town becomes. This is where you upgrade your copy abilities to become stronger. I'll go more details on Waddle Dee town when the main game releases, whenever that's gonna happen. Each stage in the demo version gives you options to choose from: Wild Mode or Spring Breeze Mode, or as I like to call them, Easy Mode and Stupid Easy Mode. I get that Kirby is an easy game, but man, you can beat through this demo without losing a life. Not even the boss fight featured in this demo isn't that tough a challenge. It's one of those reactionary, wait for the right moment for an opening kind of bosses. Again, right in line with the Kirby franchise. If anything, Spring Breeze mode is a nice reference to one of the game modes in Kirby Superstar and Superstar Ultra. The music is very hummable and joy to listen to, though if you ask me, it's the same music we've been listening throughout the trailer releases. Completing the demo rewards you with present codes that unlock extra items in the main game, where you could deliver them to Waddle Dee livers. I love that. Also, after beating the boss within the demo version, you get to play the stages again with evolved versions of the copy abilities, a great way to showcasing the main game's feature of upgrading your copy abilities within the Waddle Dee town. One thing I would like to criticize about the game is some of the graphical hiccups when looking at the stage far away from Kirby. Some enemies would run at a choppy frame rate, while you have enemies that aren't fully rendered and look a bit pixelated or far away when you go far away from them, and pop back up when you're closer. But is that something that really bothers me? Just something to point out. This demo also has co-op mode, which is something I never bothered getting footage for, because no one else would spend time playing the game with me for these videos. Don't expect any multiplayer content to be covered on this channel. And that was my brief thoughts on the demo version of Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. I know I'm excited for the release of the game. Can't wait to move Kirby around in a 3D space. Regardless of the criticism I gave, it was all minor. I still think the game's going to be good, and maybe a must-have on the Switch library this month. The script only took me a day to write. Like I said, the demo version isn't that long to look over, beat, and analyze. I recommend looking into the demo version if you're interested. And let me know in the comments down below if you're already interested in the game since its announcement. And if you're going to pick up the game at launch, or if you already pre-ordered it. I don't see any benefits of pre-orders, and that's a whole other topic for another time. With that being said, those were my brief thoughts. This has been the Database Network, signing off.